everyone?
What's up, everybody?
Hey. Welcome to the Burly Bros show.
Burly Bros.
I am Beardculez, and as always, I have Dirty Mike and Dirty Dan with me.
What's up?
Burly Bros is a weekly video podcast streamed live Monday nights on Twitch and uploaded to YouTube, Spotify, and everywhere podcasts are sold.
All right, yeah. On this show, we like to talk about beer, video games, funny shit we saw on the internet, and overall answer your questions about life and give us our perspectives on just about anything.
What is the meaning of life?
I don't know.
And if you're watching or listening
find out.
If you're watching or listening on a later date, don't forget to give us a follow on Burly Bros Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Burly Bros. And definitely give us a like and follow.
Yeah, and also follow our YouTube. And as always, we do a Just Chatting at the end of every episode, so stick around for that, where we will be talking to the audience. We won't be able to really respond to your guys' stuff during the live segment so much, but we're doing that afterwards. So,
and question of the day, are you still drinking Corona even after the coronavirus?
Yeah, that brings us actually into our first news story of the day. This comes from barons.com. Americans say they won't drink Corona beer because of the coronavirus. Sales are up 5% anyway. That's concerning to me because originally I read this, I saw that sales had gone down is what I had read. Yeah, I think so. And I was just like, you got to give the coronavirus its wins when it gets it. People are stopped drinking shitty Mexican beer, but I guess people are buying. I don't know if it's ironically or what. But here's what the article says. It says Americans not drinking Corona beer because of the coronavirus made headlines recently. It was fodder for talk show hosts and the collective American intellect, or lack thereof. Constellation, lack thereof. Constellation Brands, the company that markets Corona beer in the U.S., shot back immediately, pointing out Corona beer sales rose 5% over the 4-week period ending February 16th. Americans, it seems, aren't actually as dumb as the Twitterverse made us seem.
We're still pretty dumb.
I don't know. Let's pump the brakes on that one.
I don't know if I believe Twitterverse.
But the Twitter, seriously, Twitter is the worst and dumbest place on the planet. It's a country of stupidity.
It's the internet's anus.
Right next to America.
It really is. I'm pretty sure they just give those Obama phones to insane asylum patients and let them sit on Twitter all damn day.
Here's their username.
Yeah. But the episode still raises the question, if 38% of Americans say they won't buy Corona beer under any circumstances, how are the sales up 5%? I think that was true before.
I'm going to say,
I was hoping it was higher than that.
I mean, Vin Diesel, I think, is pretty much the only one.
Yeah, he's the only one pumping that Corona
money.
Beer sales out. Yeah.
He did that for money.
Need for Speed needed some production costs, man.
I want to know how much Corona paid for him to drink that beer on film.
And not make a sour face.
If you can get down 2 good swigs without puking or making some disgusting face, we'll pay you X amount.
Well, I mean, they don't usually put real beer and whiskey in those bottles.
This, I think, proves a point that Vin Diesel is a better actor than we give credit for.
True.
Yeah, actually.
He can get down a Corona beer.
Again, credit where credit's due. This article goes on to say, 5W Public Relations, the company that conducted the survey, didn't respond to Barron's request for an actual survey question. That leaves us wondering if the entire episode was a manifestation of the old saw, there are lies, damn lies, and statistics. The original news release from February 27th says 5W conducted phone surveys with 737 American beer drinkers. The survey made 3 claims. First, 38% of Americans wouldn't buy Corona under any circumstances. Have no idea if that's related. I don't think that's related to the coronavirus. I think that's just smart Americans.
That's just not.
I'm amongst that 38%.
So am I. I've never had a
I've
Corona.
had it.
I've never had one. I don't want to.
But that's 25% Mexican in me, so
yeah.
I have to.
I've had a Land Shark.
I was about to say that. I've had Land Shark, and everybody says it's better than Corona. And if that's better than Corona,
sweet jeez,
that's some bad shit.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Amongst those who say they usually drink Corona, only 4% said they would stop drinking Corona, but 14% said they wouldn't order Corona in a public venue. Finally, 16% of beer drinkers...
Corona drinkers?
Yeah, closet Corona drinkers. It's a more shameful closet to be in than most, for sure.
No kidding.
Finally, 16% of beer drinking Americans were confused about whether Corona beer is related to the coronavirus. You remember those articles coming out originally saying that beer was the cure to coronavirus and people...
Domestics, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't read that it said domestics, but people were saying
that's my theory.
Yeah, possibly. People were saying that Corona was the cure to the coronavirus. Also, people were putting out articles that bleach was the cure to coronavirus, which is kind of true. Don't drink bleach.
Don't drink bleach.
Don't drink bleach.
It'll cure a lot of things.
I mean, you won't have the coronavirus anymore.
It'll cure depression real quick.
Kurt Cobain style. All right, so... yeah, that's our first article of the day. There's not much else here, just a lot of statistical nonsense. Really, I just think that 38% of Americans are smart.
Yeah.
and that's it.
And polls don't mean anything.
And
polls don't mean shit,
And
yeah.
and Corona is fudging.
Except stripper polls, I guess.
Yeah, those mean everything.
Everything.
Those are more reliable. I've seen a lot of fail videos
Yeah.
of stripper polls.
Gotta screw that in both on top and on the bottom.
And also, Corona's just fudging their books to make them look better during this whole epidemic.
Yeah.
Because 5% sales have increased. No, I haven't seen anybody else like.
Well, I wonder
haven't
if
seen
it's
more people drinking.
I
Corona.
wonder if it's like the Dixie Chicks album when they dissed America. People bought them to burn them. It's like, I think you just gave the Dixie Chicks a bunch of money.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
so stupid. Maybe people are buying Corona beers to pour them out.
Homies.
People do dumb stuff, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess if you need a beer to pour out for your homies, you might as well pour out the Corona beer.
True.
If you, well,
Yeah,
I guess
keep some
I don't know.
on
I feel
stack.
like that might be you hated your homies though.
I'm saying that's almost a slap in the face.
Yeah, maybe you pour out for your enemies. Yeah,
Pour some out for Satan.
pour out that Corona beer for your dead enemies.
Hail Satan, pouring out a Corona.
That's the next advertising campaign. Once people stop buying their shitty beer.
God.
I don't think Americans have any aversion to shitty beer though. So Natural Light's it's still in business.
Yeah.
Some PBR.
yeah.
You got some Natty
Yeah.
Light.
PBR is better
Natty
than
Daddies.
PBR is better than Natural Light, but yeah, it's.
I don't think
it's
I've
still
ever had a
PBR.
Natural Light.
I've had a natural
It's
light.
terrible. It's
I've
the
had a
worst beer I've ever
Keystone
had.
Light.
I think we need to do
I've
that
never had
next week.
Keystone, but I'm guessing
What?
that's
We'll
probably
do Keystone, PBR.
Let's do
Natty
the
Lights.
cheapest beers we can find as a taste
Yeah,
test.
let's do it. I like that idea.
The cheapest beer.
Oyster
who
pudding
can,
beer.
Yeah, who can spend the least amount on a single can of beer?
Yep.
I like it.
I'm brewing my own then.
All
In your
right.
face.
Well, talking about beer, let's get into some beer testing tonight.
Beer is good.
Let's get into this beer.
All right. What do you got for us?
Beer is
Beerlies?
good.
Want to hand me my bottle, please, good sir? I don't know if it says anything on it.
Hopefully it does.
No, it doesn't.
Nothing?
It's just real
Says
simple.
What's it called,
British
though?
Triple Ale.
Brewed and bottled by Dragon Mead. I brought Dragon Mead Sin Eater. It's a dark Belgian style triple ale. It's a Michigan beer from Warren, Michigan, I believe. Yes, Warren, Michigan. So I don't know. I thought it sounded cool. Kind of
It's got what'd you say it was again?
It is a dark Belgian style triple ale.
Yeah, I actually kind of like it. It's got almost like a mapley kind of after flavor. It's not too thick,
That's really good, actually.
but yeah, it's got
It's
a
really
good it's got a good solid mouthfeel. It's not too stringent, but I don't know. I like it. It's not like super stand out to me, but it's a solid
I
tasting
thought it
beer
would be
for sure.
a bolder flavor.
Yeah, it is a little bit more watery than I expected. I kind of expected it to be
definitely with
thick.
as dark as it
It's
is.
super dark, but it's really thin. It's
Yeah.
weird because usually when you get that dark, it's more of like you almost have to chew through it kind of beer.
Yeah. Well,
And it's got a little bit of a maple flavor, but it's not super thick.
No,
It is good though.
it's good. I grabbed it because I've never even heard of the brand, like
I think
Dragon
I've
Mead.
seen it before.
I could totally drink this. Yeah,
And
It's got a shield on it.
yeah, I kind of like it.
and it said Sin Eater. I'm like, oh, that's pretty metal. Let's do that. That
All
sounds
right.
good.
I don't think they sin eat. I think they just sin act.
Is it sin? Is it a sin because they're overeating? Like, is this the dude from?
this
Is this
gluttony?
the dude from Seven right in the beginning?
Maybe.
Or
I
is
don't
this
know.
like a what do you call those things from Harry Potter?
It's Soul Reaver, man.
Yeah, there we go. What are those things called? Suck your soul out?
Dementor?
Dementors.
Yeah, probably. I guess I don't remember. That sounds right. That sounds
That
right.
sounds.
I guess.
He brings it up and came and
You know that one thing, then that one story that
Yeah, I
made
was
up
thinking they had a
one
different
time?
name. Yep. Anyway, so sucks the
Vernon
sin right
Dursley?
out is my point. Yeah. What do you got for us, the real Dirty Dan?
I have their Goza Winter from Austin Brothers Beer Company. They are located in Alpena, Michigan, which we've had one of their beers already. This
Which one did we have from them again? I remember.
Paralyzer, which was their double IPA.
Oh, that one was
yeah,
good.
that's right. That was
I
a
really
good
liked
beer.
that one.
That was
Yeah.
a really good beer.
This is a sour ale with strawberry, raspberry, and sea salt.
Okay.
Salted series, 5.5% alcohol by volume.
It's definitely salty and you taste the raspberry really good in that. I'm a big fan of Gozas. I love sour anything,
That is really good.
and Gozas are becoming one of my favorites. I really dig this. I don't know where I would place this with other Gozas, but it's definitely that strawberry is starting to hit on the
Yeah.
second taste.
you can
That's what I got.
definitely taste the sea salt.
It's kind of got like the raspberry front, and then that like strawberry comes in the aftertaste.
yeah,
but
the
I
strawberry.
really dig it.
The strawberry and salt kind of come at the
Yeah.
end of
Yeah.
it on your tongue.
Strawberry's
It's
delicious.
good though. It's very good.
That is
Going for
good.
the win.
So 2 good beers so far tonight. The first one was different than I thought it would be, but I definitely like it.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure what to expect
Yeah.
when I read the name. I was just like, that's a cool name for a beer.
All right, and I bought one that comes from 21st Amendment Brewing, who I keep hearing about. Supposed to be really good. Fireside Chat's the one I keep hearing about from them. I almost got that, but I wanted to do with this one called Monk's Blood, and save that one for later. The other one's like a winter ale. This one is a Belgian style dark ale brewed with cinnamon, vanilla, oak chips, and dried figs. And that just sounded good to me.
Oak chips and dried figs, you got me.
Yeah, I would read this can, but it's all in like old English script, and it's basically like 10 paragraphs in here. I think it looks like Martin Luther stapled the 95 Thesis to this damn can. So
It's the Declaration of Independence.
it's a lot. It's a lot of words, and it's in a really weird font. So
I'm going to steal the Declaration of
let's see what this
Independence.
is like. Yeah, Nicolas Cage over here.
It's very, for a darker beer, it's definitely very translucent.
It's got a good color to it.
It's cool, though.
Yeah.
Got a good smell. Good smell.
Yep. I taste the fig for sure. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a little different than I thought it would be. It's good though, I think.
I don't think we had a bad one today. I think it was a pretty good day.
I feel like that end taste is weird to me.
It's the fig. That's what it is, man. It's got a strong. I feel like it's got more of a cinnamon fig flavor than the vanilla.
Getting the cinnamon quite a bit.
You are getting the cinnamon quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's got oak chips and dried. I really think that what I'm tasting mostly is the figs, but I actually like figs.
I think that final taste is actually oak chips.
You think so?
Tastes like I'm biting a tree.
It's I don't know. It's very it's more earthy. That end taste I'm getting. It's very earthy tasting.
Yeah. You might have to turn your mic up just a hair.
Would almost say was pretty oaky.
No, I like it.
Pretty oaky.
Oaky from Muskogee.
Okie dokie.
I am getting a little bit of that oakiness. It's different, but it's good. It's got like a smooth, like it's like a toasted. It's like an toasted over chips Fig Newton with a little bit of a little bit more cinnamon. I don't know. I kind of like it.
No,
I always like Fig Newtons.
I like it. It's just I couldn't quite.
It's a very
grasp
different
that
flavor than
final
I expected.
taste.
I honestly expected a more cinnamon vanilla flavor with a little bit of fruit to it.
Yeah,
but it is a lot more like a smoky Fig Newton. It really is.
Yeah, because I feel like that's a stronger flavor that would be more dominant, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah, I like it though. I think we had some pretty good beers tonight.
I can't say there was nothing that I was disappointed with.
Yeah, no. I mean, we've had plenty of weeks
Obviously
where we
mine
are.
was the best, but
Yeah, I mean, the Goza wins.
I feel like it's almost unfair because I'm always more predisposed to Gozas. Gozas are
Right.
some of my favorite beers.
Well, I mean,
but that is beside it being a Goza, it is a very good Goza.
pretty much for the three of us, which is weird because we all have pretty much the same exact palette for our favorite beers.
I think so too.
It's
yeah.
like we either like super tropically, or not super tropical, but like tropical or Gozas or something like that, or it's like give us chocolate and peanut butter and coffee.
Oh my gosh, yes. Like chocolate peanut butter porters are in my top, and then my others would be like Gozas and IPAs that have like some mango or fruit or pineapple cut into them. I like that.
Anything has
pineapple,
a
but
anything
I like the citrus with the IPAs, and I
Anything
like
citrus
the dark porters, or the chocolatey or
I
peanut
still
butter
do the
porters.
M43, which is pretty pineapple-y.
M43 is really
good.
That's got because that is what it is.
Has
Though
anybody
it's an
had-
IPA with some pineapple that cuts through the citrus cuts through it.
Has anybody had the B43?
I haven't, but I've been seeing it around.
I'm gonna say I almost got that tonight.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting. I haven't been to Old Nation in a while.
I had the Electron Brown at the bowling event on Sunday.
Never heard that one.
I've had that one. I like Old Nation a lot, and I actually like going there. They've got good food there, and I don't think we've ever had one of their beers on the podcast.
No.
Because the last time I went
They're
there,
expensive.
that's part of it. But the last time I went
Not if
there
you get it for
for
free.
lunch before
Right.
the podcast, I asked them, "Hey, can I get this to go? Can I get this to go?" No, they didn't have any growlers, anything, just what you could get on tap, and they weren't selling like anything but M43, which you can get anywhere.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
that's
I
pretty
guess I
much-
should have still done that though. M43 is good, so one of these days, I don't know, I'll have to pick one up for next week maybe.
There's
yeah,
one
some
in the
good
fridge
stuff.
currently.
Yeah, you got.
Bunch
Well,
in
I
the
guess
fridge.
you got lots of Old Nation in the fridge.
Yeah, you got a
now.
lot of Old Nations sitting in there.
So we'll have to have one of those next week, or if we do the maybe we'll do the cheapest beer challenge next week,
Free.
and then have to drink some M43s
Yeah.
to wash that shit out of our mouth.
Shit, he's gonna win. He got free beer.
Yeah. Well, I meant cheapest.
That was
like
the cheapest beer.
the best.
all of
Beer,
them.
sometimes the best beer is free beer, unless it's Corona.
Free beer and hot wings.
Yeah, free beer.
What?
Always.
Is the hot wings free?
All right, so let's go into our next little segment here. We got another article we want to read you guys while we chug on these delicious beers. You want to pull it up on there?
Chug-a-lug-a-lug.
This is called the 10 Weirdest Beers Ever Brewed. And some of these are pretty interesting, and I'd love to get our hands on some weird stuff. If you guys know where we can get our hands on some really strange, weird beers, send a link our way or just send us a bottle. Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. I'd love to have a bottle.
For sure. Why not?
I went to to Horrocks because they have the biggest beer
Oh
selection
yeah,
here.
I told you I went there last week, right?
And I walked around for like a half an hour trying to find Beauregard, and it's nowhere to be found.
I did the same thing. I was there for almost an hour, and because there's a bar in there now.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest beer selection of any place I've been to, and they have everything in the world. I could not find Beauregard, but I found freaking everything, man. And I got this nitro stout. It's like super expensive, but I'd love to try it here again because it was probably the best.
I've had
it was like a mint chocolate nitro stout, and it was just phenomenal.
I've had very, very few nitro beers.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I like them. I've just
yeah. They're usually more expensive.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
that is true.
So that was good. And then when I was there, that's when I got the whatever beer we had last time, the one from Oddside. I don't remember what it's called anymore.
Oh,
the weird
shoot.
Delatorius. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
There's no one how to pronounce it.
Yeah, that's
true.
right.
That's true.
Delicious.
Yeah,
Clitosaurus.
that one. What? Clitosaurus?
Yeah. Clitosaurus.
All right.
Clitosaurus Rex.
Well, we might even get into some Clitosaurus beers on this list. So
I'll start off with the first one.
Yeah,
here.
go ahead.
So number one for what's this top 10, right?
top 10,
10
weirdest
beers
beers ever brewed.
All right. For number one, we got the world's most potent beer. Looks like it's made by a company called Brewmeister. Scrolling through the picture real quick.
Yep.
Here's a title that seems to change every year or so. It started in 1999 with the Sam Adams Utopia, which I still want to try that. I heard that's got like a stupid...
Is that something they still make?
They made it last year. I don't know if they make it anymore, but it was like banned in many states because of how strong it was.
Yeah.
Anyways, going back, which clocked in at 21% alcohol by volume. Last year, the title was topped by Brewmeister's Brewery's Armageddon, which contained... holy shit, definitely topped it. Which contained 65%.
I was going to say, I was
ABV.
reading an article the other day about a 65% ABV beer.
And just this week, Brewmeister updated their game by announcing their new Snake Venom, which contains 67.5% alcohol, making it an impressive
Records are meant to be broken.
135 proof, which
Holy
is stronger than
shit.
many liquors.
Yeah, it is.
One bottle of Snake Venom will run you $80 if you can even find it. And each bottle has a warning tag reminding you not to drink too much of the brew.
That is a buy and share beer for sure.
Oh my God, I want to get that just to try it. 135 proof beer.
Is that even beer anymore? Like that's like moonshine almost. Holy shit!
Wow.
Going for the record.
All right.
I have a feeling like it's kind of a gimmicky thing where it's expensive and it's cool and you can say you drank it, but I can't imagine it tasting that good.
I think that's when you can just drink all day.
Oh yeah,
It's like
for
a-
sure.
I don't even know if you can
day
drink
drinking
And
that.
when you say drink all day, you mean the one bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
It lasts you all day. and
Well,
you're
wait,
still
how big's
shit-faced.
the bottle? Like 12 ounces? You're pouring yourself like an ounce. Not even a shot, like a quarter of a
No,
shot.
I know, but that's still strong.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I'm saying to be able to drink that one bottle, a 12-ounce bottle all day, like you would have to.
Oh, yeah.
you have to pour such a smidge amount.
It's
of
like
it.
doing really strong shots all day.
yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh god.
And then blacking out in the back.
In the back of a Jeep, sleeping in all the weirdest positions possible. That was a real Dirty Dan one year.
That was a Silverado.
Yeah, I would say that was a
Oh
Silverado.
yeah, it wasn't my Jeep, was it? It was your truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go ahead. What do we got for number 2?
There's a picture for this one.
Yeah,
Number
I'll pull it
two.
up here in a second.
Is the only beer sold in dead animals. So if you like squirrels and stuff, look away.
If you're a
Avert your
taxidermist
eyes.
fan,
Yeah, if you're a taxidermy fan, then
yeah,
look
you're gonna
at-
love
Pay
this.
attention.
If you're looking for something with a nice blend of weirdness in a package certain to catch the eyes of your guests, try getting your hands on Brewdog's The End of History, a 50% ABV beer released in 2010 that sold for the absurd price of $765.
What?
Worth it.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. Did you see the craftsmanship on that? Like, have you ever priced out taxidermy?
Well, yeah, I have an uncle who does.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know you do, and he's good at it too. He's really good at
He
it.
sold the Michigan football one for like.
Didn't your uncle do a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff in like Cabela's or?
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He has some stuff in Cabela's. He has most of the Dunhams in our area.
Yeah, I used to work at the Dunhams, and I think almost
Nick
all of
Sada.
that was.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
for
So
pulling up stuff.
it's a cool look. Like honestly, if it wasn't, how much did you say it was again? $700.
$765.
almost.
I mean,
eight-
that's a collector's item. That is a badass.
I want the
looking-
platypus if I was going to
The
get one.
platypus is way cool.
The
yeah.
platypus is pretty badass.
Yeah. So for anybody who's listening to this later, it's literally a bottle inside of a stuffed. Well, it's stuffed with the bottle, I guess. A taxidermied platypus, and it looks really professional.
You know what?
It
And/or
doesn't
squirrels.
look redneck at all.
You know what would be really great though is if you could
classy AF.
you could
It is super
reuse
classy.
the skin. Like you could put whatever bottle you wanted to.
You
back in.
technically could though. You can rebottle. I mean,
I mean,
if you
you're
have a
probably
press,
not. I
not
mean,
with
you'd have-
their
yeah.
stuff, but you could rebottle
Oh.
yourself.
Yeah, you can put stuff in.
No, I mean,
you couldn't, it's not like a koozie.
Are you saying take the bottle out like a koozie?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, that would be badass.
I thought you meant like clamp another bottle top on the bottle.
No, I
'cause you
just
can
say
do that.
use it as a koozie.
Yeah, I don't think it would look as good though because it's so like fitted around that bottle. I know. It's not like somebody ran over a hedgehog on the side of the road and shoved a bottle down its throat.
Up its ass.
It's up its ass. Yeah, it looks cool. I don't know,
Uncle Nick,
man.
if you're listening to this later, make me a
make me
a varmint koozie.
Yeah.
He's got plenty of squirrels. So
Where's my coonskin koozie? Come on. All right, I got number 3 then, I guess.
Yes.
Number 3, the world's oldest beer recipe.
PBR.
It's difficult to yeah.
It's light.
Sure. It's difficult to quantify the title of world's oldest beer because humans have been brewing since around 9500 BC, before we even started writing. Hey, that says something about humankind.
Well, you need a good beer to write.
Yeah, I
Proven
mean,
fact, science.
There's no writer that sits down without
science.
whiskey or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Since we can't crack open a bottle of beer from the dawn of time, we have to make do with what we can. And right now, the oldest brew anyone has been able to replicate comes from a 5,000-year-old recipe found in the Sumerian hymn of Ninkasi.
Oh yeah, I read about that.
Yeah, you know the Sumerian hymn of Ninkasi.
Have we
It's
talked
a good
about
one.
that?
It's really catchy.
It's really
Oddly,
catchy.
Yeah. The beer was recreated as a joint experiment between archaeologists from the University of Chicago and brewers from Great Lakes Brewing Company. They keep coming up in this stuff I've been reading about, like really good beers. We've had some from them, and I like them. They're out of Ohio, so that's pretty interesting.
Edmund Fitzgerald. I think
Yeah, the Edmund
That's a good
Fitzgerald
beer.
is
That's
a good
beer.
one. And the Holy Moses White Ale.
Yeah,
That one's
is
good
a good
too.
beer too.
To keep things as authentic as possible, they used recreations of ancient tools and ceramic fermentation pots, malted the barley on a roof, and hired a baker to create yeast source similar to the kind used in ancient times.
They used the ashes from Tutankhamun.
Yeah. Really got that in there. Give it a really dark, smoky flavor.
Give it a little sprinkle.
They even refrained from using modern cleaning methods to clear the natural bacteria that grow in the pots. That's kind
That's
of
how
gross.
you get ants.
Do you want ants?
I think you get more than ants from that.
Yeah. Probably you get the coronavirus. So how did
dysentery?
Yeah, dysentery for sure.
I'll never make it to
kills
Oregon.
That's what kills everybody in the Oregon Trail. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
long
I
trip.
didn't know as a kid. Just is diarrhea, just shitting your brains out.
Oh,
till you
yeah,
die.
yep.
So how did the experiment go? Well, researchers think they recreated the beer just right, but they found it was far too sour for modern day taste and almost tasted more like vinegar than our modern beers. The brewer hopes to give it another try with some sweet additions from the time period, like dates and honey, to get rid of some of the overwhelming sour flavor.
Well, they
Speaking
definitely
of
use
giving
a lot
something
of
another
honey.
try,
Yeah,
there's an Australian guy trying to recreate the Titanic.
is that for real?
It's for real.
Oh man,
I'm
we
gonna
should have brought the whole article tonight. I didn't know that.
be on Titanic too.
Titanic dose.
Yeah.
Titanic dose versus iceberg. Who will win?
Taking the same route, so
It'll just get taken out by
hopefully it's not the same ending.
Islamic extremists this time, though. Somebody will blow it up. The brewer hopes to give it another try with some sweet... Oh, yeah, I already read that part.
sweet and low?
If he's successful, you might get to try a 5,000-year-old beer recipe for yourself one day, courtesy of Great Lakes Brewing Company. That's pretty cool, and I like Great
Nice.
Lakes.
Or if Bill and Ted.
Way to go,
Yeah.
Midwest.
Go back.
It
in
doesn't
time.
surprise me that it doesn't taste good, because if you look at what the Reinheitsgebot or the German... I've been reading a lot of beer stuff lately. The German laws on how to make beer that they had to pass so that way beer wasn't made with stuff like cow bile, like literally stuff like cow bile for fermentation and stuff like that. It's like there was
What's
some
wrong with
pretty
that?
gross shit put into
Hey,
beer.
man. You
thousands
got
of
to
years
do what you
ago.
got to do to get your booze.
And that was only like what 500 years ago. And they were
Only
using
500
shit
years ago.
Well, compared to 9,000 years BC. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of interesting. All right, go ahead with number 4.
So, number 4, the world's oldest intact beer. Still intact.
Wow.
Ancient brews might not be all that's appealing to the modern taste, but what about 200-year-old beers? After 5 bottles of beers were discovered in a shipwreck back in 2011, 4 professional taste testers got to find out the shipwreck was dated to the early 1800s.
Why is the rum always gone?
Yeah,
And
'cause it's at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, and unsurprisingly, the tasters found the beer to taste very old. Well, no shit.
Well,
What does that even-
This tastes
what does
pretty
that even
dusty.
mean?
stale.
This tastes
Why
like
is
the
it
this
stale?
tastes like the Great Depression.
It tastes like the
Tastes
Black
like
Plague.
Tutankhamun's asshole.
Probably that would taste better, to be honest.
Yeah,
It
I
tastes
guess.
a little jerky-ish. Anyways,
Tastes kind of like formaldehyde, just like kissing grandma.
tastes like mothballs. They also thought it tasted acidic with some burnt nose. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess that's maybe
I don't know
how they
what
make
you
the beer.
expect from a I mean, beer does have a shelf life.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
really
like
does.
6 months.
Why do you think beer bottles aren't clear?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
keep the sun out from aging it faster.
Well, you might not be able to get your hands on one of those 5 bottles of 200-year-old beer. You might get to taste a recreation of the brew, since one of the salvagers happened to be a microbrewer owner who wants to work with scientists to recreate the formula. So at least maybe
This
you
beer
get to
tastes
have
like
to age
shit.
it for
Let's
200
recreate it.
this beer tastes like ass and burnt.
It's like those people that try to make like cybernetic robots after they've seen Terminator. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
We can control them, okay?
Yeah, we
That's
can
a
control.
movie.
That's-
Movies
that-
aren't
Did you hear
dumb.
that story about the sex robots possibly raping people that came
Wow.
out this week? We should have brought
Wow.
up. We're talking about all these stories we should have brought up.
Presumably
Anyway.
the new version from
They've been getting raped for longer, so it's fair play. Turnaround's fair play.
Yeah.
Presumably the new version from Stallhagen Brewery won't taste quite so old, but it's hard to say if it will still taste acidic and burnt, or if those flavored notes came from age as well. Well, I'm guessing the acidic
I mean,
and burnt,
200 years. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying the acidicness and the burntness could have been the original flavor. I mean, definitely the burntness of it. Like, how would it being in at the bottom of a ocean?
maybe the
make it
burntness,
burnt?
maybe the burnt, maybe like a burnt grain thing. But I don't know about the acidity. I feel like that's something that could
Yeah,
develop
that probably
in
can
the
be
bottle over
developed.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, store number 5 out of 10. What do we got? Dirty
Number
Man?
5, the beer with the oldest yeast strain. Perhaps you don't care as much about old beer recipes as you do about old ingredients. How about we just not do old anything?
Yeah, like-
with beer and
It's kind of weird. Like the last 3 have just been old. Okay.
It's like, do we not know what innovation means? Maybe we've made it better.
yeah.
In that case, you won't want to miss some of the brews from Fossil Fuels Brewing Company, who started brewing pale ale and German wheat beer with a strain of yeast that is over 45 million years old.
And a little bit of petroleum.
Yeah, the name, exactly. Sort of makes me question whether you want to drink that beer.
Exactly.
The brewery is owned by Raul Cano, who also just happens to be a scientist at the California Polytechnic State University. He uncovered the dormant yeast strain from a Lebanese weevil that was covered in ancient Burmese amber. Since this is how
Is
you
this
get
like Jurassic Park?
Yeah,
No shit. For
this is how
beer.
you get dinosaurs that take over the world. Okay?
Yeah.
Interestingly, while modern yeast can consume almost any kind of sugar, this ancient variety can only grow on a narrow type of carbohydrates, which creates a unique flavor in beer.
Narrow type of carbohydrates that's found only in dinosaur meat.
Yep.
Yep.
So they got to bring the dinosaurs back to make the new beer. Oh, God. T-Rex. All right. So next we have the oddest, not oldest.
Thank
Oddest.
God.
Yes, the oddest yeast strain in beer, which I'm going to disagree with after I finish this part because I know of another one. Plenty of brewers claim to put a little bit of themselves into their bottles, but only Rogue Ale's the Beard beer. I actually like Rogue, though. They make some.
So do I.
Their Beard beer takes the idea so literally, as the name implies. The beer is created thanks to a beard, specifically the beard of company master brewer John Mayer. The company,
John Mayer?
Yeah, different
John fucking Mayer.
Spelled a little different. The company was looking for a new source of yeast when someone joked Mayer's beard might be a perfect place to grow yeast. What are they looking at his beard going, this guy does not wash his fucking face.
He hasn't showered in a year.
Holy shit.
He's doing the true Dirty Man challenge.
How do you agree with that and be like, yeah, I want to smell that every single day?
Oh, I want to taste your beard, John Mayer.
Let me lick it. Let me lick it.
I'm sure there's plenty of ladies out there that would like to taste John Mayer's
Yeah.
beard.
So
Yeah, I guess. That's
Sure
true.
enough, the
Very
beard
true.
can grow yeast, and quite great yeast, in fact, created from over 15,000 brews Mayer happened to present for. So that is interesting, but I have heard stories of vagina yeast. Yeah.
hello,
being used in
ladies.
beers. I feel I feel like that's a little bit odder of a place. The Down Under beer, or whatever we call it. So I don't
From
know.
under?
I
The Australian beard.
I don't know if I really want beer, the yeast to come from somebody's body. You know, I don't want Rosie O'Donnell's yeast infection beer next year. It's just not something.
Liar,
I'm
I'm
looking
getting it,
forward
and
to.
that's what we're drinking.
Yeah, no, I'm good. It might be actually worse than the oysters that we had 2
Oyster
weeks
pudding?
ago. Yeah,
I don't know. You never know. Could be the greatest beer you
Celebrity
ever had in your life.
yeast beer. Maybe
celebrity yeast beer.
I want Kim Kardashian.
Is this like Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina candles? Like I can light a dead fish on fire. I don't want to spend $70 on your
Did
fucking
someone say
candle.
bathwater?
bathwater? Yeah.
What was her name? Belle Delphine? Belle Delphine's bathwater?
Belle Delph.
Yeah.
That was I gotta give her credit. That was the greatest sales pitch ever because it was
Of all
just
time.
water.
Of all time.
It wasn't actually her bathwater because that breaks
I think
SEC shit. And,
I think they actually like somebody tested it and they found out there was no like.
it was tap water.
Yeah, it was just tap water.
It was literally just tap water.
We
Yeah.
don't care about regulations.
buys
We'll
that,
sell
though?
you some
Oh,
bathwater.
she sold it.
I know, but like, whose kink is like, I want to smell your dirty bathwater?
Hey,
Hey, don't judge me.
Okay.
My kink
No
shame-
kink shaming.
My kink is kink shaming.
You know, I'm real sick of your kink shaming on this show. All right.
I know. Go ahead and masturbate to feet. I don't care. All right. What do we got for number 7?
It's you. So
No, I did the last one.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
3 plus 3 is 6.
Shut
7,
up.
yeah.
Math was never.
I can do basic math. 2 plus 2 equals fish. The most
2
spacey,
plus 2 equals whatever the party wants it to equal.
Exactly.
That's what it is, man.
The most spacey beers in the world. I don't even know what the hell that means, but we're gonna find the hell.
Kevin Spacey's beer?
Kevin Spacey. We're gonna
Okay.
find out. Want a beer with
Joe
ingredients?
Dirt found the space beer too.
Joe Dirty.
Don't try to church it up, boy. We know it's Joe Dirt. Want a beer with ingredients that are out of this world? Literally. Excuse me.
You all right over there?
Yeah, just had a burp coming up. Then you actually have 2 options: Sapporo Space Barley. Didn't we have a Sapporo?
We had Sapporo.
Yeah.
Very good.
Just no,
Last
it
week
sucked.
or 2 weeks.
So
2
far,
weeks ago.
so far, I would not try this beer just because of that.
Just
Yeah.
the name.
Features
Name
barley,
recognition.
barley that was on International Space Station. Whoop-de-doo. That's not from a different planet. That ain't that cool.
Yeah, you know what else they put on international space stations? Dehydrated ice cream.
And
It's fucking gross.
What in the world is that?
Have you ever tried space food? It's not
No.
known for being a 5-star cuisine.
Military grade.
It's worse than military grade somehow.
the 2009 limited edition beer was released in 256 packs that sold around $100 each. Oh, that's stupid.
I mean, it's been to space, but that doesn't make it a good.
Okay, this is the only good part about it. Proceeds were used to support science education. Alternatively, Dogfish Head. There, now
Which
we
is
go.
actually a good brewery.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're getting into a better brewery.
Yeah.
Brewery.
Celeste Jewel Ale.
Oh, is that okay? Yep, that's Celeste. I thought it was a G. I'm like, I don't know that word. Celestial Ale contains dust from lunar meteorites.
That's
Now
way more
that's
spacey.
Cool. That's badass.
I would drink that shit.
That's what Joe Dirt had.
If you're wondering why the
Big
company
old chunk of poopy.
If you're wondering why the company would put crushed space rocks in your beer, it's not just to be fancy. As it turns out, since the meteorites are mostly minerals and salts, the dust aids the fermentation process. Unfortunately, for those interested, you can only get the space beer from the company's Rehoboth.
I don't know. I've never
Beach
seen
Pub?
that word.
But on the upside, if you do make it out there, it's served in a koozie made from the same material as an astronaut's spacesuit. That's freaking sweet. That's a souvenir.
So why did they
trip.
talk about Sapparos first? That
Yeah,
was
it's
lame
like-
in comparison.
They suck. They just suck all around. We'll just leave it there.
It's like,
So-
oh, we bought cheap beer to put in for the astronauts.
Yeah. So at least they make an effort to go for a theme. Oh, yeah. Oh, and you better hurry if you want to try some. As if it was only made in a limited edition batch
I'd imagine so.
at the beginning of October, and once it's gone for good. Just
I'm
like
sure
a beautiful
it's
shooting
gone by the
star
time we're
of
reading
beer.
this,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it's gone.
It's
Brain blast.
Damn, that sucks.
You can do a meteorite goza beer.
That was-
Ooh.
It's got minerals and salts and stuff.
I mean, that was like totally different ends of the spectrum for that article right there. It's like, oh,
really shitty, like knockoff, like
Yeah.
to like an actual space beer.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, yeah, this beer was in space. It's basically just natural light.
it's like that we already make this barley here, but we send it up.
We spend so much to send astronauts to space. We run out of the budget by the time we get to beer.
All right, whatever. I guess cool.
I guess. Come on, Elon Musk. Don't you give a shit. All right, go ahead. What do we got for number 8, Dirty Dan?
We are sending it back to a previous episode.
That's a throwback right here.
Yeah,
The throwback.
it's not even Thursday yet.
It's beer pre-digested by elephants, so it's not just gin.
Yeah, so it was the Indulvo gin is one we had talked about before, which was they took the
berries
out of elephant shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this one is a pre-digested elephant beer. Actually, the beer itself hasn't been digested yet. It's really only the coffee beans that were used in a special coffee known as Black Ivory.
Why does it
Coffee
make
beans.
What is like? I love good coffee, but I'm not sure I want ass coffee. Like this has become such a trend in like Korea and places like
coffee
if
tastes
this
like
ad-
shit,
if
Basil.
yeah, exactly right.
It's
If
because it is shit, Austin.
I know
It's just throwback.
it's so weird to me that people are like if that.
Whoop-de-doo! What does it all mean, Basil?
Yeah, what's it all mean, Basil? Why if you're pointing this koala at me like that koala ate that bean, I bet that's a good fucking bean. How do we know the koala's not just like whatever, just picking through? Maybe it likes the shittiest
I mean,
beans.
if it was a pig, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Or elephants,
eat
whatever. It's
anything.
like it's just so weird to me that we think if another animal ate it, it's like I must have.
I must have it. It must get in my system after it's been in his system.
I will envelop the spirit of the elephant.
Is
I don't
that
know.
vegetarian? approved? If you
I
eat
think so.
Stuff from
I think so.
Okay.
Vegan approved.
Yes.
I mean, because all vegan food tastes like shit, might as well actually be shit.
I've actually had some pretty good recipes. So.
Yeah, I have to. I like to make jokes.
Jokes.
Tofu's terrible though. I'm sorry.
You can do good. You can do some things. With
If you cook it right with other stuff, it can be pretty good.
Tofu is one of those things that's only good because it absorbs flavors from real food.
Like there's a tofu scramble
by itself. It's awful.
It's
though.
pretty good.
Okay,
I wouldn't just eat like a
that's my
block
point
of tofu.
though. That's my point.
I eat it
All
like
it does is it
like
absorbs
cheese
other
cubes.
flavors.
Although
I
what's
just love
that
eating like
soup?
cheese cubes.
What's that?
Yeah.
What's the soup you get?
Oh,
at, like,
sweet and sour.
No.
Miso.
Yeah.
Miso soup is good and it's got
I'm
tofu.
gonna
in it,
say,
yeah.
or no,
that's
pretty-
because the tofu just basically is a sponge.
I meant
It absorbs other shit.
hot and sour soup. That's got tofu in it too, and that's really
Does
good.
it? Okay.
What do we got? The coffee uses elephant. This coffee. Well, then once the elephant poops out the beans, it's made into coffee, and then at that point, the coffee is brewed into St. Gallen's un Konokuro. Reviewer says actually quite delicious with a strong bitter taste followed by a wave of sweetness with a mellow body.
Yeah, a
All
strong,
right.
shitty flavor.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to take your word on that one.
Yeah, I think I'll avoid diarrhea beer.
This limited edition treat sold out within minutes, even at the heavy price of $100 per bottle. So if you want to get your hands on some elephant poop beer, you're going to have to get your hands dirty and start from scratch.
I think the people who brewed it had to get their hands dirty. Yeah.
This one's bad. Oh, this one's good. I like.
Yeah, this is a good one right here. We got the most child-friendly beer next. Hello Kitty, of all people, has created a series of fruit-flavored brews adorned with cute mascot. They come in sweet flavors like peach, passion fruit, and banana, and have about half the alcohol of Budweiser. One reviewer said the flavor tastes like Fanta with a beer aftertaste. This was a
Perfect
favorite
for
of
kids.
favorite of Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, he would buy these alcohol Hello Kitty beers to loosen up his subject. It's so weird to me,
Jared
but
from Subway.
I'm not surprised because I feel like there are a lot of 20-somethings that still kind of obsessed with Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
I never got the Hello Kitty thing. Like, obviously, I'm a dude, but like, is Hello Kitty just a brand? Does it have anything? Is there a cartoon?
There was a
cartoon.
cartoon.
There was?
a cartoon.
Okay,
Yeah,
I guess I wasn't entirely sure because I'm like, all it seems to me is just like a cute kitty picture.
You know-
They just slap on everything.
You know what blows my mind about that though is they give crap about a bunch of other products for.
Well, this isn't in America. In
Yeah,
America, it would
sure.
never fly. But you're talking about like flavored cigarettes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's like, yeah, I don't care. You know what I mean?
Kids
like,
should-
adults want flavors too. Damn it!
Yeah, I like Fruity Pebbles also.
I love Hello Kitty too.
Come on.
Yeah, fruity flavors. That's what I meant.
It's like if you're gonna do something bad, you're gonna do it anyway. The flavor thing, the whole argument on vaping, which maybe we should do a full episode on at some or do as a main segment sometime. I never got the whole argument. I think it's a shit argument.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I do, but anyway, flavored. I mean, look at all the beers we're trying. This Goza that we got over here is very fruity.
Oh, very,
It's very good.
fruity.
Doesn't mean
I'm
that
gonna
kids
take a
should drink
sip
it
of it right now.
Yeah, it's very good. I'm doing it too.
Everyone's doing it.
Everyone's doing it.
Peer pressure, just do it.
All right.
All right.
So now we got some. We got another list. Well, we can each go through these. It's the 10th one, but it's got 5 parts to it.
Okay, so I'll start off. Number 10, some of the strangest beer flavors. Obviously, there are hundreds of beer out there with bizarre flavoring, but it just wouldn't be right to talk about weird beers without mentioning a few of the oddest flavors. Here are some of our favorites. Mamma Mia pizza beer. Who says you need to chew your pizza?
I would say thumbs down. That's
No, I actually think it sounds good. I'm not gonna lie.
This
Hard
brew
pass.
actually is made with a whole margarita. Margarita pizza though.
Dude, I
Margarita
wanted
I'll do
to eat
margaritas
this.
before you having a pizza beer. Okay.
Have you ever had a
It's-
margarita pizza though?
Yeah, I like them.
It's pretty good.
They're good.
In the mash and plenty of pizza
tomatoes and
spices to
everything.
enhance the flavor.
Honestly, it sounds good to me because I like bready style beers. I like beers that are really
One of my
full
favorite
bread flavors.
One of my favorite beers is the jalapeno bread beer.
Yeah, that's my point. Like that is sounded so bad, and it's probably to this day my favorite beer I've ever had. It's just that like it's like drinking jalapeno cheese bread. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
delicious.
good. So
Okay,
good.
let me put it to you this way. You said you don't like Bloody Marys, right?
Well, I'm not sure this would taste like a Bloody Mary. I feel like this would
You have a very
because the Bloody Marys don't
It's the whole
have
pizza.
that.
That means you're gonna have a tomato base
Bloody Marys are more
out
like a
of
V8.
your
though.
sauces.
I don't hate Bloody Marys
I'll
as much.
do Bloody
I was making fun of them. I don't hate them that much, but I don't feel like it's got any carb bready flavors to it. Like Bloody Marys,
Put
I feel
some
it's
bread in it,
just
then.
like a
You
V8.
can put whatever you want into a Bloody Mary.
I guess I don't know. I don't know enough about Bloody Marys. I've had like 2 ever, so I probably shouldn't judge. But
This one sounds like one I would buy, though. Maple bacon coffee porter.
That
Sign
sounds amazing.
me
Why is it so
up.
weird flavor? That sounds
I don't
like a
know, sign me up.
fantastic flavor.
The best part of waking up is the
Folgers
Funky
in your
Buddha's maple bacon coffee beer in your cup.
Have you ever had maple bacon coffee? It's fucking delicious.
Wait, didn't we have?
Have you ever had a maple bacon donut?
yes,
They're delicious.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
my
like a
gosh.
baked out in Washington. They're so fucking good.
You got the maple frosting on it with bacon sprinkled on top of it, and it doesn't even need anything on the inside, but it could have.
It could, yeah, like maybe a little bit of custard even be good.
custard, or even just like mix it with
mapley
some
custard?
syrup in the middle.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah,
Maple syrup.
Nothing about
Sign
that
me
sounds
up.
weird to me at all. That sounds
not
fantastic.
even the slightest.
Yeah.
I'm like salivating right now thinking about
Yeah,
it. I'm hungry.
That and porters are one of my favorites anyway. Right,
Yeah,
just
that's
like
awesome.
George Washington.
That one just 2 thumbs up for me.
Yeah, no, that is a must find.
The next one's Dirty Mike's favorite.
Hold on, Funky Buddha. We got to look for this. All right, so we got Voodoo Donut, chocolate, peanut butter,
never
banana
mind.
ale.
Oh,
That
sounds
actually
good.
does
That sounds
sound
really good.
That sounds really good. Can't decide between a chocolate, peanut butter, banana donut, and a nice ale. Well, you're probably already drunk, but at least you're covered with it. Oh, it's Rogue Ale, dude, which is one of
I
my
know.
favorite brewing companies.
I've seen it. It's in a pink bottle with a voodoo doctor on it.
Then why don't
Oh
you
yes,
fucking
I
buy
have
it?
seen this, and we've talked about getting it before because it only comes in the big champagne
It's big
bottles.
and it's expensive.
Because
so
I think
haven't
it's
bought it yet.
I think it's bottle aged brew.
Yeah, it's like it's
'Cause
like
I think it does have a
$30 for
cork,
one bottle.
but that would be a really good one when I'm feeling a little saucy, when I want to spend some money. I have seen it's a pink bottle, yeah.
yeah, like I said, it's like damn near $30 for a bottle.
That looks good and
I
it
spent
sounds good.
$40 on a 4-pack. So.
Well, you got money. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
that's why I might have to go out because you said it was. Where was
I'll
that?
pick it up one of
You
these
can-
days. You can
they-
get it anywhere. You can get it at the place next to my place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The place
Um,
next to my place.
Yeah,
I like
the place that sells.
specificity.
Well, I don't want to, you know.
Money's place. We'll just
Yeah.
leave it at that. So this one is I'm already gonna tell you 2 thumbs down. So Rocky Mountain Oyster Stout.
2 balls up
For
for me.
anybody who doesn't know what a Rocky Mountain oyster is, it is not an oyster that grows
No.
in the Rocky Mountains.
No. Yes, this Wink Coop Brewing Company specialty really contains bull testicles.
Yeah.
3 per barrel to be precise.
Actual bull
That's really
testicle.
uneven though. I mean, you're
I
like
feel like you need
Well,
4.
you need
that's
1
why
and a half
most people
bowls
have
to
two.
You need 1.5.
Bulls to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.5 bowls to make it. That's
I guess
just,
it's
that's
economic.
just-
you got to make two. You have to make it in even
You
numbers.
either need, yeah,
Yeah.
you just need to like
it's either 2 or 4.
and have 1 bowl, or just do 4 and have 2 bowls. Like,
yeah.
it's really awkward. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I just disagree with that. That's just wasting bowls.
Maybe they only find
Yes.
3-balled bulls. Maybe they're not good breeders.
Maybe
at that
they don't
point.
have the same amount of testicles as we do.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, maybe they have. Maybe they do have.
We're
three.
Maybe
assuming.
that is-
We're assuming.
Maybe they
Is
just
there
have
any
3.
veterinarians out there? How many?
Yeah.
How
many testicles does a bull have?
How many balls do bulls have?
I actually
Balls
know
bulls
this
have.
though because I grew up on a farm. They do have 2.
They have
so.
2. Yeah.
Damn it! Science.
Have you ever had to neuter a bull? It's not fun work, but
I've
it
seen
is.
it on Dr. Pull.
I've neutered calves, but not.
Well,
a
that's what I
full
mean.
bull.
Calves.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Not when they're fully grown. No, fuck that.
So,
you were there with me when we had to.
Oh
we had
yeah,
to do
I
that.
tackled the last one.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
full on
When-
tackled
fucking
the
tackle a bull.
You have to. You have
calf.
to. You have to wrangle them to the ground and put a rubber band on there.
Already
It
seen
literally,
Dr. Pull.
literally what happened was
It's you got to be fit to do it.
literally what happened was the calf took off running in one direction and everybody was standing on that side and it scared it back towards me and it came running straight at me.
It was pretty funny.
So I just jumped and grabbed his neck and just dropped to the ground. I was like, nope.
RKO.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
It's-
nope, you're not
it's
moving
not
anymore.
It's not a fun business to
no.
have to.
And you know what you're falling into when you fall to the ground because you're in a
shit.
Flowers.
yeah, I wish.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Literally.
You know what? I don't remember doing this. I got to tell this story real quick. Because I grew up on a farm. I don't remember doing this, but my dad got so mad at me one time because we went to church when I was a kid, and they brought us up for this thing they called like children's story, and the pastor would like
Touch him.
Yeah, no. The pastor would tell, like give us like a Bible story, and then he'd ask the kids questions, and he asked what we did that week, and I remember I took the mic from the I don't remember. My dad told me this. I took the mic from the pastor and said, I said we cut our cow's balls off this week right in front of the whole church.
Hell yeah.
I didn't know any different. I don't know.
You did work.
Does the
That's
church-
all
does the church
you
not
did
like truth?
work. That's all that matters.
Yeah. So
Can't tell the truth in church anymore.
I don't know. It's just my dad was embarrassed, I guess.
All right, on to the next one.
This one, I can just tell you that
I will
Dirty
hate
Mike would
this.
fucking love
Oh, he
to
would
throw up into a trash bin afterwards.
He would
Yes.
drink this whole bottle.
If your point of getting drunk is to throw up, this would get me there quick.
This is called the Oyster Stout. This Porterhouse Brewing Company stout is brewed with oysters struck directly into the brew tank for that silky, salty finish.
Wait. Didn't we
We've had an oyster
had
stout.
an oyster stout on
Yes.
this podcast?
We
Not
had
on the
oyster
podcast.
pudding.
Where did we have? We've had this.
Maybe
it was
on
bad.
the no, we were doing a just chatting and we had it.
That's
I
right.
feel like we did have it.
Yes, we've had
It's
it.
not good. It's not like
It's
not
not
as
I
bad.
don't remember it being
you
as
did-
bad as
it
the
did,
oyster
like-
pudding.
No,
The
the
oyster
oyster pudding was way bad. But
It didn't really taste like oysters at all. It just had a
It had
salty,
a-
it had nasty saltiness
I
to it.
don't mind
Another
like,
brain blast.
oysters or whatever
Oyster
cooked the
gozes.
right way.
Oyster goes.
No. But
Sweet,
like
salty
when you're talking about like
oysters.
canned, uncooked oysters and pudding, like that was a bad combination. But like actual like mussels or oysters like that, if you do it the right way, they're not bad.
Yeah,
I like
that's
them.
true.
Especially in pudding.
We did have that. We did have an oyster beer though.
Yes,
Yeah, it wasn't
we
that
have.
good. It wasn't that good. So our last one on the, or is this the last one or is there one more?
I think it's the last,
Last
one.
That's the last one.
The last one on this list is Coconut Curry Heffenweisen. New Belgium's brewery's innovative brew combines the sweetness of coconut, the spicy flavors of curry, and a hint of banana. That just sounds weird.
That sounds.
That sounds like I'm high and I'm rooting through the fridge
sounds
for
very,
any leftovers.
Yeah, very Middle Eastern style.
that sounds
flavoring.
bad. Would you guys ever drink any of the, I don't know. Coconut, curry, banana. And I'm not a big fan of Heffenweisers anyway.
They're all right.
They're not that good to me.
Aight.
Yeah, I don't know.
Aight, man.
Not a huge fan.
I didn't
So-
think like curry was a flavor I don't think I had until just a recent, like in the last like year or two.
Curry chicken's
But,
good.
yeah.
I've had curry, but it's all right.
I like
it's not
it.
as good
I like
as,
it.
as I, and I haven't had a lot of it. I love spicy
You're
food, but
racist,
it's not like that great to me. So, all right. So I think we've got this. That part actually went a lot longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
we had this. We were going to do a main subject, but I guess we'll just do a short, quick little storytelling here, and we'll go into some just chatting. So I had this idea to do this thing called the best worst ideas we've ever had, and an instant thing came to my mind. So I'll just open with this one.
That actually works out because I didn't really have anything as I couldn't top this one.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. It's
Right.
pretty
We can
good.
just use this as our main topic.
Yeah,
This was a joint effort between. Actually,
Yes.
I think it was mostly my idea, and then we kind of just.
It was. I think it was your idea, and then we
pushed it
innovated
on-
and created this monster together.
and I pushed
was
it
the
onto
test
you.
dummy.
Yeah, I
Yes.
pushed it onto you to be the test dummy. So
So it was came from Beardculez's brain to my broken body. This was an idea that we came up with one year when we were camping on the lake, and we call it the BSX
yep.
for Bike Ski Extreme. This was the best worst idea we've ever
Ball
had.
sack extreme.
Yeah.
Ball sack extreme. So if you're wondering what we mean by Bike Ski Extreme, I got a picture here. Hold on, let me do something real quick so I can make sure I've got the right picture pulled up. This was an idea that we had basically to put a bicycle on skis and tow it behind a boat.
Yep. Pretty
So,
much.
Here's a little picture of me getting up out of the water. And we actually made it. We actually made this thing. I got another couple pictures here I'll show for you guys. And it worked, surprisingly, but not quite the way we thought it would.
Had a little bit too much drag.
It had a lot of drag. So there's me
Faster
coming up
boat.
out of the water. This was a long time, 10,
Oh, yeah.
15 years ago.
Jeez.
I
ago.
feel old
Forever.
now, but I was probably like 16 to 18 at the time.
Yeah, somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
So, anyway, yeah, we literally
Pull that down the
put
jet ski.
pegs on a bicycle. So I'll try to explain this for people who are listening later. We took a BMX frame, we filled it with foam.
Yep.
We put foam noodles around the frame to kind of protect from a wipeout and maybe give it a little bit of flotation, which apparently
Did not help at all.
We filled the frame with foam. We took the wheels off, but we put a bar through where the wheels go and put pegs on the bars, and then drilled holes through the pegs through wooden skis. I think that was our biggest problem because
Those
we
are
had a bunch
heavy.
of leftover wooden skis from like my grandfather, and
mirrors.
I've tried to ski. I've been skiing my whole life. I tried to ski. Normally, people today use fiberglass skis, and I've been skiing for a long
Makes
time.
sense
And
to me.
one time, I've tried using old wooden skis, and they do not float the way you would think they would. Maybe
No,
it's just
they're-
because they're old, but they do not. Like I was skiing one time, and literally one of the skis ripped off my foot because it was dragging the water so bad, and it wasn't the ski that the one left on my foot was not the slalom ski, so I had nowhere to put my back foot.
Oh, geez.
So- and I was on the wrong foot.
Oh,
and I
that
ended up
sucks.
skiing back in like goofy footed with nowhere to put my other foot, just like slalom back in on this old ass wooden ski that was just sinking and dragging in the water. But we put the ski through, we put the bolts through the pegs, And then let me find the right picture. We put so there's one of me riding it. Actually, it actually worked kind of when we went straight. We had no way to turn it because it was skis.
Isn't that what the handlebars for?
Well, it's just two solid skis through both.
Yeah,
the front
the
and the
handlebars
back.
didn't work.
It's a
So
joke,
it's kind of
guys.
just a hold
Nice.
on. And the funniest part about this story is we did get it up and I was able to ride it straight for a while. Leaning it didn't really work. The skis basically just cut in the water and just dragged you right down.
Sank it.
And the worst part about this great bad idea was that we did not get it to float.
No.
Like at all.
No.
And we're in this kind of shallower lake. And I want to say we got it stuck about 10 12 feet
down
below. And it sunk right into the muck. And I remember diving down there. I thought I was going to pass out or die. Me and my dad and Beardculez dove down to the bottom and we're just like trying to wrench this thing out of 3 feet of mud.
Yeah.
By the time we got up, I was like almost hip deep in freaking mud 10 feet under the water.
Balls deep.
We almost died just like trying to get this thing off of the bottom of the lake.
Bro,
But it's one of those things I would almost like to build again with some fiberglass skis and some innovation.
I think I have the best way to do it. Actually,
We didn't spend any money on this. That was the big thing. Like we literally did this all with just shit we had lying around.
I want to take the same exact
Super redneck.
same exact idea, but instead of skis, I want to take a wakeboard and cut the wakeboard so you can actually turn the handles.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
steer yourself. with
I was
the
even
front.
wondering
couldn't
like
get up on a
I was even
wakeboard
wondering for
alone.
like short trick skis. Like two sets of short trick skis or a wakeboard.
I think the problem is there's too much water that catches in the middle and causes.
That was
the
another thing is the
drag.
water in the middle was like shooting up right between my crotch, which was kind of sucked.
Like
Not
it
gonna
wouldn't
lie.
be catching like the bar. Like it's not like the bar is.
It's
necessarily-
weird.
It
would-
doesn't make
would, though.
sense. I don't know why. Maybe we didn't mount this. It was probably just that the fact they're old skis. If we had maybe some more beveled ones, that
Maybe.
weren't, I don't know, man.
But I think if you use the wakeboard, you'd be able to cut it in half and be able to actually steer the bike.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. I would love. We've talked about it for a long time, but now that I'm gonna have a garage where I can do some experiments, I think we need to
BSX2.
rebuild BSX
Version 2.
2.0.
2.0.
It was fun when I was actually riding it though. It was fun. It just
Oh, yeah,
you
I
couldn't
bet.
turn.
No.
Like if the boat turned, you're like, I'm gonna
I'm
go
going in the
under.
water. I'm going down.
Time to go swimming.
I wore a helmet and everything. Crashing on it
Safety.
wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
It basically just sucked right under the water and it just pulled me in. It
That
wasn't
makes
too bad.
sense.
I've got way worse accidents just skiing.
See, there's safer
Just
tubes
on regular
nowadays too.
skis.
Like I've seen, not necessarily skiing, but for tubes, there's one that's like a body, like one of those sumo suits.
Yeah,
like, that you go
yeah.
in.
Though
So,
that
like,
actually looks like fun when you like
literally-
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. We almost bought a tube one year, and it was made where you would lift up the front, and it would catch.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are
the
like
Stingrays?
Stingrays.
Yeah, the Stingray, and you would catch the air, and it would go like 15 to 20 feet high, and it would glide and then come back. They so outlawed those. People were dying on those. Like I wanted one so bad, and having caught wind in a normal tube on a bad day, I'm like, yeah, that's super
Good idea. They
dangerous.
outlawed the
Probably got like
outlawed those.
200
Because
feet
they
in the
said
air.
like if the driver of the boat panicked and killed the engine,
Yeah.
it would just nosedive. And
That's what happened to my dad, actually, why his shoulder got messed up. He was a professional skier, and the driver of the boat, he was doing like ski jumps off of actual ramps, and the driver of the boat cut back on the power
Right when he was in the air.
right when he was in the air, and the slack wrapped around his arm and pulled it right out of the socket. And he had to have like it was really bad. It was more than just being like dislocated. It was like really, really bad.
I learned not to let off the gas when we were tubing with you behind my jet ski because it almost flipped.
Yeah.
Lessons
Tubing
learned.
behind a jet ski is a little different. Yeah.
There's no wake, so it's literally just bump.
I also found out
It's the
pulling
straight
my dad's.
inertia of that
I also
jet
found out
ski.
pulling my dad skiing behind an old boat is not good.
No,
Because he
not at
literally,
all.
I mean, my dad, like I said, he was a professional skier. He literally turned the boat. Like he cut so hard that the boat literally like turns, and I could not control this thing, dude. It was bad. I thought we were gonna crash into an island. It's pretty fun. Do you guys have any other good, best, worst ideas? I might have one more that
I
I
think
was wanting to
Beardculez
talk about.
had one that
Well, one of mine
good.
was being at the
Age.
age related. Being at the age of almost 30, I thought it was a great idea to go to somebody's birthday party at a trampoline park, and it was all good and grand. I could still do some tricks and do all that good jazz, and it was fun. Sounded like a great idea. Until I don't even remember what the hell I did. I think
you over rotated on like a front.
yeah, I
thing or
I
back?
over rotated on some sort of flip, and ended up breaking my hand that same day. And yeah, that was painful. Like my hand went completely numb to the point where I couldn't use it for a little while. 'Cause
Yeah.
I snapped.
I have unfortunately broke both my hands multiple times, and it's not a fun injury to have.
No. So
How are you masturbating, dude? Sounds pretty
Well,
rough.
So
Don't worry about it.
The moral of the story is don't go to a trampoline park when you're when you're old.
I don't know. I still
That's a
kind of
young
want to
man's
go.
game.
I still want to go.
I'll probably
I've
still
had
end
some
up
bad
going.
instances with trampolines myself, though. Were you there that time that I smoked my shins on the?
No, I
don't
was
think you
not.
were. I got overconfident doing the front flip to back flip thing, and it was just front flip, land, back flip, and just back and forth, just no time in between. And after a while of doing that, you don't realize where you're at on the trampoline. And I launched back far enough to land both shins square on the outside bar of the trampoline. And this is one that had no padding like it's supposed to have. And I still to this
You're a little
day,
bitch.
this is over 10 years ago. I still to this day have dents in both my shin bones from where I
He
hit.
still feels his chins when it starts to rain.
Yeah. Yes. It's like,
Oh, that rain comes.
There's a storm coming.
Storm's coming. My shins are burning.
I really do though. It's like I actually went to the hospital because I thought I broke something. It was so bad. The dents were so bad and the swelling was so bad. But apparently, it just all I did was just dented the bones. Like I didn't know that was possible.
Huh.
Just have indents in my shin bones. It's really weird, man. I guess shin bones are super strong though. I don't know what it takes to break them. I don't want to find out.
No.
At all. Because I
He can now do shots
by
out of
all
his shins,
means, I
though.
should have broke my shins on that fall. It was really bad. I had another quick, unless you have one.
I didn't really have anything.
Yeah,
I was,
that's okay.
I was like, I've lived a sheltered life.
I got
so
one
I'm like,
more-
I don't really have bad ideas that go good ideas that go bad.
Oh yeah.
I just have good ideas that go good. I'm just,
I have a lot of good
can't-
ideas
what
that
can I
go
say?
bad, but it's
I'm a
probably
winner.
It's probably because they're not good ideas. They
sound great on paper.
great. I think this next one was actually a good idea, but there's a funny story where it went bad. So this is another one with me and Beardculez back in the day. We used to be in
God,
a
we were
band.
idiots.
We've done so many dumb shit. We'll have plenty more stories in the future. I couldn't think of a lot today because it's just been a long day, but this one was kind of funny. We had a touring van, and this was a great idea. We had a big Ford E450, which is a 15-passenger van, and there's like 5 of us plus a merch guy usually. So there would be what we did is we took there's obviously the 2 front bucket seats, and then there's in those vans was three or four bench seats.
I can't remember exactly.
So
off the top of my head.
we only kept, I think it's 3. We only kept the front bench seat in. Yeah, 3, it might be 4. It's 15 passengers.
I was saying, you have to
yeah,
have
before.
four.
It was
It'll be
4.
4.
So
That's math for you guys, people.
yeah. The front bench, we turned backwards so it faced towards the back of the vehicle. We took the last 3 benches out, and then we actually built wooden
When you
benches.
say the first one, you mean like the driver's seat?
No. The
first
front bench. Yeah, they have the
seat,
2
not the
bucket
bucket
seats
seats.
facing
Oh,
forward.
okay.
I don't want to face backwards as the driver because I was pretty much always driving. Then the bench behind the bucket seats was faced backwards, and then kind of like in a motorhome, if you ever seen the where they got those tables set up, and then you can lay the table down and make a bed out of it. We decided to make that in our van. So there's 2 benches running along the sides facing inwards. So if you're sitting in the back, there's 3 benches kind of all facing in a circle with a table that would fold down into a bed. And it was actually kind of a neat idea until I realized that the only place I could sleep was under the table in between the 2 benches, which an E450 is a big van, but it ain't that spacious when you put all this shit in there. And so we had, somebody on the bench, people sleeping on top of the makeshift bed, and then I was the smallest one, so I was
Just join the
underneath.
spoon pile, man.
I couldn't, man. I was underneath of the bed in this little. It was basically like sleeping in a coffin, and I'm luckily also not claustrophobic. So, because I've been in some tight spaces before where I should have been. I got stuck under a house one time. True story. Anyway, no, like literally crawling under new wiring. I got stuck under a house. So anyway, I was sleeping in this little coffin, and it was the night that Joplin, Missouri got destroyed by tornadoes. And we weren't that far away. And all of a sudden, the hail starts coming in sideways and sweeping into the van. And the doors are open because it's a hot-ass summer night.
Yeah, in Tennessee.
I mean, it's super hot, right? But yet, the hail's coming in, the winds are picking up. And
You
the
were
last
under
thing
the
I heard-
table. You were the safe one.
No, but the door was open. The hail was hitting me in the face.
Hail
So
hit the
all
people
I'm
on top
trying
of
to
you
do, all I'm trying to do is like crawl out of my little coffin to shut the doors. And our guitarist doesn't know what the hell's going on, and he's freaked out because he think a raccoon got in our van and is trying to like punch me as I'm trying to crawl out at 3 a.m. in this hailstorm. Basically, we were sure a tornado was coming to kill us at the time. And it just basically turned into like a half asleep kind of brawl at 3 a.m. in a parking lot that we were sleeping in our van. It was a great idea until I realized I slept in a coffin that whole tour. But it was kind of fun. I don't know.
See, people pay for that though, because I saw this travel show where they have like individual, like hotel beds, where it's literally just a bed with like a nightstand,
Yeah.
and they like shut it.
That's creepy.
And so
I'm weird.
if you're
I
not
don't sleep good.
You're gonna be. You want to stay there.
I've slept I've probably had my best nights of sleep not in a bed. Like when I was a kid, I would not be able to sleep. I was always had insomnia. Sometimes I'd literally go in my closet. And now my daughter, she's 5 now, and she set up her own bed in her closet. I'm like, she just gets this from me, and she now sleeps better through the night. I don't know why I'm like that or why she's like that, but
You're closet people.
I guess, man, I don't
Coming
know.
out of the closet.
Slept good. I can sleep good.
Tom Cruise, come out of the
camping.
closet.
Yeah, I can sleep good camping. I can sleep good anywhere. I don't know if the bed's just too comfortable that I can't stop thinking all night. I don't know. It's weird stuff.
I can't stand this comfort.
This is terrible. Why am I so comfortable? It's like sleeping in a cloud.
I want to sleep on a bed of nails. That's where I feel at home.
Yeah, I'm kind of sadist. Like, or is it sadist or masochist?
Masochist.
Which one's the one that you want to hurt yourself? Is masochist?
Masochist.
Yeah.
Masochistic.
So did you have a who the hell cares before we go, or?
We did. Do you have a picture?
No. We could bring it up next week if you're not ready.
I mean, it's already past due. Though,
Yeah, I was a little late.
because everyone. I don't know if you're familiar with Garth Brooks. He's a country singer. And
I think I've heard the name.
Yeah, it
Sounds
sounds
familiar.
But he was playing a show in Detroit, and he wore a Barry Sanders jersey.
Barry Sanders being the running back
Yeah,
for the Detroit
Lions.
Yeah.
Well, until he retired at age 30 because they ruined his career because they sucked balls.
That's still true to this day.
It is.
Yeah.
Never good. But it was his number's 20, and so he put a picture on his Instagram with Sanders 20, and a bunch of Republicans and conservatives were like, "Oh, I can't stand Garth Brooks. How could you wear that jersey?" I'm never going to buy a Garth Brooks album again.
What's so funny about this story is didn't he play a concert in Detroit
It was in
wearing
Detroit.
that? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like who in Michigan doesn't know who Barry Sanders is?
I'm pretty sure it probably wasn't Michigan people.
Well, I guess not, but I just find that whole story so stupid.
Especially like, I mean,
Know your
you can't-
Sanders.
Are you saying you can't get past your own political beliefs if you truly like? Is that truly what's going to stop you from listening? If you enjoy an artist,
I actually agree with you on that because I can't think of a single celebrity in Hollywood that I don't think is a piece of shit, and I still love movies.
I still watch your movies. You're a piece of shit, but
Yeah,
you
no,
make
I'm
good
serious.
content.
Like, I don't get the whole like, oh, this person doesn't believe in my own beliefs, so I can't listen to their music or watch their. I feel like if you live that kind of life, you're going to be very sad when you realize
Disappointed.
when you
people
realize
don't
that
agree
all
with you,
politicians
probably.
don't care about you at all.
when you're
Yeah,
a flat
yeah,
earther
exactly.
and you just can't listen to any music.
Yeah. They said the earth goes round. Damn it. I don't know. I just don't get it. It's like, I get that he's got a more conservative Republican base, but it's like, first of all, you're stupid because it's a Lions jersey that says Sanders on it. Like, obviously these people have no football knowledge at all. I hardly know anything
Even
about
if you
football.
weren't
I
from,
know who
like-
Barry
yeah.
Sanders is.
like one of the best running backs ever, and you
Exactly. That's my point. And that's why he's so memorable too, because he was one of the best running backs ever on the
If it was-
shittiest team.
Yeah, if he
and
didn't
he could have
retire-
been like,
Emmett Smith wouldn't have the record if he didn't retire.
that's
at
my
like age
point.
30.
Yeah. So it's just interesting. Like, know your Sanders. Know the difference between
Know your
Bernie
Sanders.
Sanders,
Belt Sanders.
Barry Sanders. They're all different Sanders.
Yes.
Exactly.
There's a Lions jersey. I don't know, but
Yeah.
even if Garth Brooks had come out in favor of Bernie Sanders, there's plenty of people I don't agree with. I don't know. You can't watch a movie. Like, there's so many people that collaborate on everything. You're not going to agree with them all. And people create
never.
art and music
Never.
and movies. And I don't know. Like, I've heard that from people like, oh, I got to sell this movie because Mel Gibson's an asshole or something. It's like, Patriot's still a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
I'm
No
sorry.
shit.
Lethal Weapon's still a great movie. Like, he's not the only person involved.
Braveheart's still a good movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I just think. Who
I
the
mean,
hell
I'm
cares?
sure there's like
Who the hell
lines.
cares? There are lines. I'm
like, if it was like-
not going to support Roman Polanski because he sodomized a 14-year-old. I mean, that's a little different.
Wait, what?
but-
No.
Yeah,
Like political
that really
beliefs,
happened.
like compared to, like not
not being like
there's-
Kevin Spacey or Jeffrey Epstein or Harvey Weinstein or something like that. But yeah, it's very different. It's very different when you're a rapist.
That's the
Then,
line, apparently. Rapist.
that, you
okay.
know.
All right. As long as I know the line. As long as I got the
diddling
memo.
kids is the line.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway, we're going to go into some just chatting, stop talking about socialists and rapists, and see what you guys want to talk about. So
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah, it's true. He didn't kill himself. So if you guys want to check out and join us in the Just Chatting sometime, come over to twitch.tv/Burly Bros. We do Just Chatting after every episode. So thank you guys for listening or watching on YouTube or joining us live on Twitch. If you're here on Twitch, we'll still be here. So anything else you guys want to say?
Try the veal.
Try the veal. All right. Take it easy, everyone.
We're on your side.
Peace.
Peace out.
See ya.